Hey guys, and welcome back to a new BHF tutorial. This time we'll be diving into the save system. I'm going to show you two examples on how to save and load certain actors or equipment in your game. And I want to start off with the flashlight system. Currently it is not saved, meaning if you reload the game and by default you don't have a flashlight, it's not going to be saved that you have it previously picked up yet. So I want to keep track of that, and when I load my game and if I've picked it up, I want to make sure that I have it stored. For that, we're going to go to our BF horror folder, blueprints, core, BFL save game. We're going to make a new variable called b has flashlight. We're going to compile and save this. Then we're going to go back to components, search for AC BF save manager. And in here, we're going to make the exact same variable. So what we can do, we can just copy it over to this one, save and compile. And now from our save game, which is where we create a save game object, from the reference, we're going to search has flashlight and we're going to set it. Meaning we're going to keep track of if we call a save, we're going to check, do we have it equipped or not? And also when we're going to load a game, I want to check if we have our flashlight or not from the save game actor and not the component this time. And then also we're going to set it right here. And now when we go to our player character, I'm gonna grab the save manager here, search has flashlight, and then we're gonna attach it. By default, you can see this is false. So when I play the game right now, my flashlight is not gonna work since I don't have a flashlight equipped. So we're gonna move over to our BP flashlight. We're gonna remove the default logic here. Then we're gonna search get save manager. And now we're going to search has flashlight and we're going to set it. So when we pick it up, we want to set it to true, meaning we now have our flashlight equipped. And now when we play the game, I still cannot use my flashlight. I pick it up here. Now I'm able to use my flashlight. I will never re-trigger a new save game trigger. In this case, I'm just waiting for my autosave to call. So whenever our autosave comes in, we then can exit the game, reload it, and then we can check if we have our flashlight saved or not. All right, so our save game just called in. Now we're going to go to main menu. We're going to exit. And then we're going to play. And we're going to say continue. And then we're going to be loading our previously saved. And now when I click on my flashlight, you now can see that I have it equipped. So this is all you got to do for a flashlight. Next up, I want to move to something different, which is our gate right here. What I want to keep track of, this gate, once you've interacted with it, you can see it moves down. So I want to make sure when I loaded my save and I've unlocked this gate, I want it to be on this position whenever I load in my latest save. So how can we keep track of this? I'm going to make it easy for myself. I'm going to add a tag. And I'm going to call this gate1, no capitals, so easier to remember, gate1. Now we're going to do the same thing like you did with the flashlight. I'm going to make a little bit of room here. And I'm going to search get actor with tag, get all actors with tag, and then call it gate1. We're going to also save the location of it. So we're going to name it gate location, which is of type vector. And we'll do the same also in our save game object right here. Currently, when we're going to save it, we then want to drag out here and search gate location, and we're going to set it. Since we only have one gate in here, we can just do get a copy and then index 0 since there's only one gate in the map, and then say get actor location and directly add it like this. Once we're going to load it, we're going to do the same here, and then we're going to search set actor location like so. And then we're basically gonna get a new reference here. So we're gonna move this one over, drag this one out, and then search get gate location. So whenever we implement this, make sure that we add it on to here as well. So now we don't have an exact pin added. Perfect. Now when we play, and we're gonna go to our gate, We now interact with it. We're going to wait, for me in this case, waiting for the autosave to hit. And then we're going to reload the save, and then we're going to see what happens. All right, we're now currently saving. Back to menu. So now when we go to play, continue. And now we see that our wall is down, which is what we've currently unlocked basically. And now we can continue with our game where we've left off previously. So this is all you need to do to implement the saving system. If you have further questions about it, or you have other questions about the system that is not being covered yet, do let it know down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.